First at 4, the latest on what has been a very snowy day in portions of our area and throughout Indiana and Michigan. In downstate Indiana, take a look at this. 30 to 40 vehicles involved in this wreck you see here on I-74, closing that highway in both directions right there near the Ohio border. In our area, South Bend police on the scene of a semi-accident on the bypass right now. And in Michigan, lake effect snow making driving very difficult, which is what we're seeing here, especially on I-94 in Berrien County. WSBT-22's Suzanne Spencer is out checking out the roads right now. She's going to have a live report coming up for us in just a bit. But first, want to begin our live first alert coverage with meteorologist Abby Wepler. And Abby, this lake effect snow that we're seeing will be winding down sooner rather than later. Right, it will be. Winds continue to shift directions. You can actually see it as we put our first alert storm tracker radar into motion for you. We're starting to see more of a westerly component with these winds. So right now, Elkhart County, you're getting a decent dose of some lake effect snow. It's becoming more widely scattered around the South Bend area, but southwest lower Michigan, you're going to be dealing with it for a little bit longer. We expect the majority of this to shut off around 10 o'clock tonight for southwest lower Michigan, earlier elsewhere. So of course, a few things to talk about as we continue to make our way across the area. Number one, how much snow have we seen? We've been battling it really all day. Well, Dowagiac, when we're looking in Michigan, you've seen more than a half a foot, 6.3 inches. Constantine, 6 inches. Niles, just over 5 inches. In Elkhart, you've seen 5 inches. It continues to fall. South Bend, you've seen about 4.6. Plymouth, 4.5. And North Webster, 3.4. So this morning, it was the widespread tail end of that system snow. And then now we're dealing with that lake effect snow. So this is what we expect the rest of this afternoon. Notice, as the afternoon goes on, chance of snow goes down, but guess what else goes down with it? Those temperatures. That is what we are turning to for later on tonight. It's not the snow. And with much more on that, of course, here's meteorologist Matt Rudkin. Matt?
Yeah, certainly going to be a brutal night. If you remember Sunday night, Monday morning, this is going to resemble it a little bit.
Yeah, those wind chills, they're awful. And you know, driving around today, you saw the blowing snow.
Right, exactly. The winds will calm down a little bit, but with temperatures tanking, it doesn't take much. This is the big number. A lot of school districts look around this category here, this threshold. So wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of school delays in the morning. Going to show you a futurecast wind chill. We'll point some of this out. This is 11 o'clock. Most of the area, especially Indiana. Now, the farther away you live from Lake Michigan, the colder it's going to be. Wind chills will be more severe. By 11 o'clock, we're already in the double digit below zero. This is 8 a.m. tomorrow. Rochester, Winnemac, 16 below zero wind chill. With numbers this low, you could get frostbite in about 15 minutes. So certainly big issues possible. Yeah.
It's tough on the kids when it's that cold.
Yeah, and you got to think about your pets too. Make sure they're coming in. Later, Abby, we'll talk about current conditions and what's to be expected next 7 days. And then Weather 101, we'll look ahead to the rest of the month and let you know if there's any relief from this coming up.
Sounds good. We'll see you back for that,
okay.
Matt. All right, let's check out the conditions out there on the roads right now. WSBT-22 Suzanne Spencer has been spending the day in Berrien County. She's out there right now on the roads while photojournalist Joe Euphemi brings us these pictures. Suzanne, what's the drive like out there?
Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, really the roads are really quite great compared to what we saw earlier today. We just left Stevensville in Michigan, headed for Baroda. You can still see quite a bit of snow on the roads, really an opening in the clouds, a little bit of sunshine, which is way more than what we've seen all day here in Berrien County. For the most part, we were seeing whiteout conditions up near Berrien Springs earlier today. There were also a couple accidents up in Berrien County on I-94, 2 of those there on the I-94 stretch up in Berrien County. Both of those, no injuries, thankfully. Now, we're also headed to keep talking to people on the roads all day. You know, how are you dealing with all these conditions? Hear from them tonight coming up at 5. We're live in Berrien County tonight. Suzanne Spencer, WSBT-22 News.
Suzanne, thank you. And, you know, this map gives you an idea of where the snow is falling right now, in Indiana at least. Several counties have issued travel advisories. You can see it there in yellow. They include LaPorte, St. Joseph, Marshall, Kosciuszko, and Fulton. And they're all advisories there in yellow. That means you need to use caution when you're out there traveling, so please do that. And several schools are canceling evening events due to the snow. Look for those at the bottom of your screen. Other stories we are following